What's up, everybody? I am a 90s Star Wars kid, and today we're unboxing some Star Wars Unlimited. So, previously, I got my very first box of Star Wars Unlimited cards. I had no idea what I was doing, what was in a pack, what did the different cards mean. I've learned a lot since then, but maybe you saw that unboxing. I'm already back to do another. I had so much fun being awash in packs of cards that I decided, let me go pick up a different set, this time Legends of the Force. The last one was Jump to Lightspeed. So now I believe this set came out after Jump to Lightspeed. I believe that Legends of the Force is the most recent set, though in the coming weeks, Star Wars Unlimited will be releasing another set, which will become the newest. That'll be for videos on another day. Today, we've got a box of boosters for Legends of the Force. So let's just jump right in. And like I said last time, being a kid collecting cards, whether it was Pokemon or Magic, like the idea that you can just have this many packs in your hand. This is like a kid's dream right here. This is a little bit of that 90s childhood nostalgia and love for cards and collectibles, getting to live out a little bit of a dream. So if you're an adult who collected some cards as a kid, I recommend going out and buying a box of boosters because it's just so much fun to sit there with all those packs. Just it's like a Scrooge McDuck here, but for trading cards. So much fun. But okay, we're going to rip into all 24 packs of these cards today. Now, in the Jump to Lightspeed set, that was mostly about space vehicles. In Legends of the Force, we're going to have a lot more characters and force-based effects. So that's what we expect to see. Now, let's open up this first pack and let's look at the order of cards in the pack, because this is something I've learned since the last video when we opened all those packs. So pack number 1, here we go. First, we begin with a leader. Every pack we open is going to start with a leader. I was confused last time by this little kind of hologram down here. I thought that meant rare. I guess that's just on every leader, apparently. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments what the rationale is for that. But the first card is a leader. It can be rare, but often is not, which is another thing that I learned is that down here, if I can get the camera to focus on it, you see that little C? That's for common. So there's a C for common, a U for uncommon, R for rare, L for legendary, S for special. So that's a good thing, a good thing to pick up on. Every pack starts with a leader, and then behind the leader in every pack is a base. You'll see this base is a common as well. Leaders and bases, there's a very small number of them, all things considered. I actually don't know why they're in every single pack, but they are. Only once we get past those two do we actually get into, I would say, kind of the real cards that people are interested in. And then the structure of the pack, it begins with commons. We're going to have some number of commons, followed by uncommons, followed by a rare, and then a foil in every single pack. So let's look at our commons. We've got the medical frigate. We've got charging Phylac, maybe is how you pronounce that. Sand Trooper Cavalry. Loath Cat. A Paladin Training Corvette. A Graceful Purgle. Knight's Saber. Trident Assault Ship. Heirloom Lightsaber. And now, so those were all commons. And now we begin the uncommons. So there's, I don't know, 2 or 3 uncommons in a pack. We'll see. But those come after the commons. We have was that Vinay? We have a Mace Windu uncommon. We have a Dooku uncommon. And then here's the rare. Remember, the second to last card is a rare. We have a Trust Your Instincts. And then the foil is another Lothcat or Lothcat. I don't know how to pronounce that. But strangely enough, you might expect all foils to be rare, but in fact, all cards can come in foils. So this is a common foil. And that is our first pack, and that is the structure of a pack. So those of you like me who aren't familiar with Star Wars Unlimited, that's a little introduction into the structure of these packs. And now we're going to go a whole lot faster because we've got 23 of these to get through. Pack number 2, here we go. We've got Supreme Leader Snoke as the leader. We've got the Holy City as the base. In the commons, we have Tip the Scale, Kowakian Monkey Lizard, J-Type Nubian Starship, Knight of Ren, Padawan Starfighter, Thralls of the Coven, Relic Scavenger, Supremacy TIE, I don't know what the SF is for, maybe Special Forces TIE, Witch of the Mist, Aura Singh. Now this is starting the uncommons, Aura Singh. Then Calm in the Storm. Now we have a hyperspace rare Jedi Holocron. This one, there's a weird texture on this one. It almost looks holographic, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the colors on it. So that's a rare. Then a legendary Supremacy. So legendary, this is another, these can sometimes appear in packs, but not always. Let me see if I can get the camera to autofocus on that. You see the L right there? L for legendary. So we have commons, uncommons, rares, legendaries, and specials. And then a holographic uncommon Luthen and hyperspace. So this, I think, is a fairly rare card to get in that spot. Again, it's just an uncommon, but it's both a foil and it has the hyperspace design around the perimeter. I'll have to look up later what the relative rarity is of that card. All right, pack number 3, here we go. Starting off with Grand Inquisitor as our leader, Starlight Temple as our base. Going through the commons, we have Youngling Padawan, Medical Frigate, Lothcat, Jedi Temple Guards, Supremacy TIE, Hunting Nexu, Point Rain Reclaimer, Secretive Sage, Attuned Fearnock. In the uncommons, we have Force Speed, we have Soresu Stance, we have a hyperspace legendary, the Legacy Run. For the rare, we have Yaddle. And then for the foil, we have a common Corrupted Saber. Pack number 4. Here we go. For the leader, we have a Barriss Offee. And this, by the way, is an example of a rare leader, so those do exist. And then we have our base. Now getting into our commons, we have Fallen Jedi, The Will of the Force, another Kowakian Monkey Lizard, Nihil Marauder, Minok, Heirloom Lightsaber, Ravenous Rathtar, Overpower, Whirlwind of Power. Starting in the uncommons, we have Lorsan Tekka, we have Jocasta Nu, we have Heavy Missile Gunship, and then for the legendary, we have Grogu, followed by an uncommon foil of Priestesses of the Force. Pack number 5, here we go. For our leader, we have a classic Anakin Skywalker. This one is also a rare. For our base, we have a hyperspace version of the Holy City. Getting into our commons, we have a long beam cruiser, charging Phylac, sand trooper cavalry. We have a hyperspace purge trooper. Do or do not, Knight of Ren, crushing blow, acolyte of the beyond, relic scavenger. Starting with the uncommons, we have Stinger Mantis, Ezra Bridger, directed by the Force, and we have a rare Sith Holocron, non-foil, non-hyperspace, and then we have a hyperspace uncommon, focus determines reality. So I guess the hyperspace foils aren't too uncommon, no pun intended. This is the second one we've gotten so far out of 5 packs. So 2 out of 5 means not all that rare. All right, here we go. Pack number 6. Let's do it. For our leader, we have Ahsoka Tano, a common. For our base, we have Strangled Cliffs. Getting into the commons, we have Tip the Scale, Go into Hiding, Jedi Sentinel, Vulptex. I feel like this is a Pokemon. Do we get a Pokemon inside of Star Wars somehow? Magistrate's Scout, Sorceress Blast, Jedi Consular, Graceful Purgil, Jedi Starfighter, and then beginning with the uncommons, we have Infused Brawler, Force Illusion, Dagoyan Master, and then we have a rare Size Matters Not. And finally, we have a common Guardian of the Wills foil. Pack number 7, here we go. Our leader is Kit Fisto. Our base is Starlight Temple. Starting with the commons, we have Life Wind Sage, Gifted Urchin, Adept of Anger, Outer Rim Mystic, Jedi Guardian, Hyena Bomber, Kadu or Kadu, Awakened Specters, Wampa. Starting with the uncommons, we have Battle Fury, Jedi Vector. We have a Hyperspace Watto. For our rare, we have Mind Trick. And for the foil, we have an uncommon Pilio Star Compass. Pack number 8. Here we go. Our leader, classic Obi-Wan Kenobi. Base, Crystal Caves. Starting with the commons, we have a Tusken Tracker. It's Worse. J-type Nubian Starship. Refugee of the Path. Acolyte of the Beyond. Village Tender. Drain Essence. Wampa. Following the Path. Pilio Star Compass. This begins the uncommons. Aturu Onslaught. Old Daka. And then for the rare, we have a Jedi Holocron. And for the foil, we have a common Following the Path. Pack number 9. Here we go. For our leader, we have another Barriss Offee. For our base, we have Strangled Cliffs. Starting with the commons, we have Ascension Cable, Forged Starfighter, Force Slow, Last Words, Night Sister Warrior, Jedi Starfighter, Tarantatek? I don't know. You tell me how to pronounce that. Itinerant Warrior, Hyena Bomber. Let's see. And we're starting the uncommons here. Kelleran Beck, Infused Brawler, Force Illusion. The rare is a base. I'll be honest, I hate this idea of rare bases. It seems like a complete waste of a pack. And then our foil is a common Curious Flock. So that, I'm glad that wasn't the only pack because that one was pretty disappointing. All right. And I believe we're now on pack 10. So pack 10, here we go. Starting out with our leader, we have Cal Kestis with a hyperspace decoration, and our base is a Starlight Temple. Beginning with the commons, we have Banking Clan Shuttle, Gungan Warrior, Sorcerers of Tund. We have a Hyperspace Curious Flock, Hyperspace Wayfarer, Bolstered Endurance, Cartel Interceptor, Exegol Patroller, Tauntaun. Beginning the uncommons, we have Priestesses of the Force, Rampage, HK-87 Assassin Droid. For our rare, we have Darth Raven's Lightsabers. And for our foil, we have an uncommon Nameless Terror. Pack number 11. Here we go. Our leader is Third Sister. Our base is Night Sister Lair. Got lots of sisters going on here. Starting with the commons. Consumed by the Dark Side, Pounce, Ravening Gundark, Purge Trooper, Protect the Pod, Talzin's Assassin, Jedi in Hiding, Jedi Consular, Awakened Specters. Beginning the uncommons, we have Savage Oppress, Shin Hati, Old Daka. This is actually a legendary here, not a rare. So for legendary, we have Zuckuss. And then for our foil, we have a common Sorceress Blast. Pack 12, here we go. Our leader is Mother Talzin. Our base is a Hyperspace Fortress Vader. Kind of odd that it's not Vader Fortress, isn't it? Fortress Vader. N1 Starfighter to start off the commons. Medical Frigate. Disturbance in the Force. Go into Hiding. Jedi Knight. Hive Defense Wing. Loathe Wolf. Witch of the Mist. Trident Assault Ship. Gunji. This is beginning the uncommons. Is it Gunji or Gunji? I don't know. Uncommons begins with him. Then Marin. A Precarious Predicament. Stuck in the trash compactor. Our rare is Paz Vizsla. And our foil is a common N1 Starfighter. We're halfway through the pack. This begins pack number 13. Let's do it. Our leader is Cal Kestis. Our base is the Holy City. Starting with the commons, we have Corrupted Saber, Army of the Dead, Life Wind Sage, a Hyperspace Knight of Ren, Padawan Starfighter, DRK-1 Probe Droid, Praetorian Guard, Guardian of the Hills, Purge Trooper. Starting the uncommons, we have Shatterpoint, We have Jocasta Nu. We have a Hyperspace Jedi Vector. For our rare, we have Mind Trick. And for our foil, we have a Hyperspace Uncommon Deepa or Depa Bilaba. That's the third uncommon Hyperspace foil in the box. So it looks like those are pretty common. Here we go. Pack number 14. Let's do it. By the way, I love these paper packs. It's so easy to open. And it feels like the paper actually feels better, I think, than the traditional foil packs. Our leader is Supreme Leader Snoke. Our base is Strangled Cliffs. Starting with the commons, we have a Curious Flock, Youngling Padawan, Longbeam Cruiser, Charging Phylak, Jedi Temple Guards, Supreme Tai, Hunting Nexu, Point Rain Reclaimer, Secretive Sage. The uncommons begin with Dagoyan Master, Heavy Missile Gunship, BD-1, and our rare is Luminous Beings, and our foil is a common Relic Scavenger. Pack 15, here we go. Our leader is a Grand Inquisitor. Our base is a Jedi Temple. Starting off with the commons, we have like our fourth or fifth Curious Flock in this box. Nihil Marauder, Refugee of the Path, Loathe Wolf, Ravenous Rathtar, Outer Rim Mystic, Secretive Sage, Do or Do Not, Praetorian Guard, Shirut Imwe. I remember him from the movie. I don't remember how his name is pronounced. Kylo Ren, BD-1 Hyperspace, and then our rare is Kit Fisto's Aethersprite, and our foil is a common Jedi Guardian. Pack number 16, here we go. Our leader is a Hyperspace Kit Fisto. Our base is a Fortress Vader. Starting the commons, we have a Mysterious Hermit, Consumed by the Dark Side, The Will of the Force, a Porg, Guardian of the Hills, Strike Ship, Minok, Magistrate's Scout, Sorceress Blast, Neiman Strike, that begins the uncommons, Lightsaber Throw, Shin Hati. Our rare is a Deceptive Shade, and our foil is an uncommon Hyperspace Luthen. This is the second foil Hyperspace Luthen that we've gotten in this box. So that's interesting. I started off, you'll remember, with the first or second pack, getting him thinking, hey, maybe that was kind of rare. Turns out, nope, two of them in a box. Okay, pack number 17, here we go. Our leader, Ahsoka Tano. Our base is a Hyperspace Starlight Temple, Commons, Youngling Padawan, Blue Squadron Assault Wing, Life Wind Sage, Ravenous Rathtar with a Hyperspace Decoration, Point Rain Reclaimer, Crushing Blow, Attuned Fearnock, Overpower, Jedi Guardian. Starting the uncommons, we have Nameless Terror, Eighth Brother, Focus Determines Reality. Our rare is the Burden of Masters, and our foil is an uncommon Sheen Flurry. Pack 18, here we go. Our leader is Morgan Elsbeth. Our base is Shadowed Undercity. Starting off the commons, Gifted Urchin, Adept of Anger, Fallen Jedi, Takata, Kadu, Grappling Guardian, Unleash Rage, Inquisitor's Lightsaber, Cure Wounds. Beginning with the uncommons, Sheen Flurry, Owen Lars, Pelimoto. Our rare is actually a legendary, is HK-47. With a rare foil, Kit Fisto's Aethersprite. So we got a non-foil Kit Fisto's Aethersprite, and we've got a foil version. Pack 19. Here we go. Our leader is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Our base is Crystal Caves. Beginning with the commons, we have Forged Starfighter, Disturbance in the Force, Last Words. We have a Fallen Jedi with a hyperspace decoration, Inquisitor's Lightsaber, Night Sister Warrior, Strike Ship, Hyperspace Wayfarer, Drain Essence. Then beginning the uncommons, we have Adipa Balaba. We have Shatterpoint. We have Gunji. Our rare is an Anakin Skywalker, which is actually a legendary. And our foil is a common Jedi Temple Guards. Pack 20. Here we go. Our leader is Cal Kestis. Our base is Shadowed Undercity. Beginning with the commons, we have Jedi Sentinel, Gungan Warrior, Ascension Cable, Army of the Dead, Jedi in Hiding, Following the Path, Cure Wounds, Knight's Saber, Protect the Pod. Beginning with the uncommons, we have Asajj Ventress, A Precarious Predicament, Karis. For our rare, we have the Sun, and for our foil, we have a rare Pong Krell. Pack 21, here we go. Our leader is Obi-Wan Kenobi in hyperspace. Our base is Crystal Caves. Starting with the commons, we have Sorcerers of Tund, It's Worse, Corrupted Saber, another Pokemon Vulptex, Loathe Wolf, Unleash Rage, Terrantatic, Tauntaun, Cartel Interceptor. Then beginning the uncommons, we have Rampage, Blockade Runner, Balin Skull, and our rare is Cephadius, the fabled Cephadius or Scyphadius. And then our foil is a common Longbeam Cruiser. Pack 22. Here we go. Our leader is Mother Talzin. Our base is Jedi Temple. Starting with the commons, we have Ravening Gundark, N1 Starfighter, Longbeam Cruiser, Tusken Tracker, Takata, Paladin Training Corvette, Bolstered Endurance, Jedi Knight, Hive Defense Wing, Kiadi Mundi begins our uncommons. 3 lessons. Flight of the Inquisitor. Our rare is the Tragedy of Plagueis, and our foil is a common Jedi Knight. Pack 23. Second to last pack. Let's see what we've got. Our leader is Kanan Jarrus. Our base is Shadowed Undercity with a hyperspace decoration. Starting with the commons, we have Go Into Hiding, Banking Clan Shuttle, In the Shadows, we have Nihil Marauder with the hyperspace decoration, Itinerant Warrior, DRK-1 Probe Droid, Jedi Temple Guards, Whirlwind Power, Hunting Nexu. Starting our uncommons, we have Watto, Maz Kanata, Saesee or Saesee, and our rare is Craving Power, and our foil is an uncommon Ataru Onslaught. We're now down to the 24th and final pack in this box. So pack 24, here we go. Our final leader is Third Sister. The base is Fortress Vader. Starting with the commons, Force Slow, Fallen Jedi, Pounce, Trident Assault Ship with the hyperspace decoration, Exegol Patroller, Grappling Guardian, Thralls of Coven, Village Tender, Talzin's Assassin, HK-87 Assassin Droid, that starts our uncommons, Priestesses of the Force, Sith Legionnaire, and our final rare for today is Invasion Control Ship, with our final foil being a special Darth Sidious. I have to say that that is a decent ending card right there for the final pack of the day. A Darth Sidious special card. I don't know how playable that is with the cost of 8, but it sure looks pretty cool with the foil. So I hope you had fun ripping some packs with me today. I'm sure we'll do it again pretty soon. There's a new set coming out in the next couple weeks, and I'll be bringing you some packs for that and maybe some materials from a pre-release event that I'm going to. So if you're on the fence about collecting Star Wars Unlimited, I say give it a try. At least get yourself one box and have some fun ripping open packs. Live as a kid a little bit and join me here as I do the same. I'll see you next time. Until then, I'm a 90s Star Wars kid. Later.